Have you ever seen a picture of a temple so grand, so perfectly symmetrical, that it almost looks unreal? A place where stone towers pierce the sky and ancient myths are carved into every wall. Well, today we're re-diving deep into the story of one of the most breathtaking historical sites on Earth, Angkor Wat. And I'll be showing you real images of what this marvel looks like today. So, what exactly is Angkor Wat? The name literally means capital of temples, and it holds the title for the largest religious structure in the entire world. Located near Siem Reap in Cambodia, this isn't just one temple, it's the heart of the massive Angkor archaeological complex, which was the capital of the powerful Khmer Empire from the 9th to the 13th century. Imagine a city of temples. To give you a sense of its scale, the site covers over 400 acres, all surrounded by a colossal moat. The entire layout was designed with incredible precision to represent Mount Meru, the mythical home of the Hindu gods. So, who built this masterpiece, and why? Let's go back to the early 12th century. The construction was commissioned by King Suryavarman II, a visionary Khmer emperor who ruled from 1113 to 1150 CE. It was built to be his state temple and eventually his final resting place. A grand mausoleum dedicated to the Hindu god Vishnu. The sheer logistics of its construction are mind-boggling. Workers used about 1.5 million cubic meters of massive sandstone blocks, quarrying them miles away and transporting them to the site. The temple brilliantly combines two key styles of Khmer architecture. The temple mountain, which you see in its towering structure symbolizing Mount Meru, and the galleried temple with its long covered corridors that invite you to walk through history. Every inch of Angkor Wat is drenched in spiritual meaning, those 5 central towers that create its iconic silhouette. They represent the 5 peaks of Mount Meru. The vast moat surrounding the temple isn't just for defense, it symbolizes the cosmic oceans that encircle the sacred mountain. One of the most fascinating details is its orientation. Unlike most Khmer temples that face east, Angkor Wat faces west. Scholars believe this might be tied to its purpose as a mausoleum, as the west is associated with the setting sun and the end of life, or perhaps it aligns with specific solar events. But the real stories are told on its walls. The galleries are covered in intricate bas-relief carvings, depicting epic scenes from Hindu scriptures like the Ramayana and Mahabharata. You can see armies marching, gods battling demons, and thousands of beautifully carved celestial dancers and guardian spirits known as devatas, each one unique. But the story of Angkor Wat didn't stop with Hinduism. By the end of the 12th century, after the capital was attacked by rival forces, the religious landscape of the empire began to shift. The next great king, Jayavarman II, embraced Buddhism and started building incredible new Buddhist monuments nearby, like the famous Bayon Temple. As a result, Angkor Wat itself gradually transformed. Over time, it became a cherished Buddhist site. Many of the original Hindu sculptures and carvings were adapted, supplemented, or even replaced with Buddhist art, creating a unique fusion of faiths that you can still see today. You might have heard that Angkor Wat was lost to the jungle for centuries, but that's not entirely true. After the Khmer capital declined in the 15th century, much of the larger Angkor complex fell into partial ruin and was reclaimed by nature. However, Angkor Wat was never completely abandoned. It remained a significant place of pilgrimage for Buddhist monks and devotees, its spiritual pulse never truly stopping. It was in the 19th century, during the French colonial era, that the temple burst onto the world stage. A French explorer named Henry Muot brought Angkor to Western attention, famously describing it as grander than anything left to us by Greece or Rome. His enthusiastic reports sparked a wave of international interest and led to the first major restoration efforts. These projects began in the 20th century, but were tragically paused during the civil unrest and the Khmer Rouge regime in the 1970s. Thankfully, work resumed, and in 1992, the entire Angkor complex, with Angkor Wat at its heart, was designated a UNESCO World Heritage Site, ensuring its protection for future generations. So, what is Angkor Wat like today? It's far from just a historical relic. It remains a vibrant, working religious site and the foremost symbol of Cambodian national pride. It's so important that it's featured on the country's national flag. Every year, millions of visitors from all over the globe make the journey here. Many wake up before dawn to witness the legendary sunrise, watching as the sun climbs behind the temple's towers, casting a perfect reflection in the lotus-filled pools. It's a truly unforgettable, almost spiritual experience. The site is a living place, not just for tourists, but for the local communities that live and work around the temple complex, continuing a connection that has lasted for centuries. Now, let's talk about the images you've been seeing. In an age of AI and digital wizardry, it's easy to wonder if these perfect shots are real. I can assure you, they are. These are real photographs taken by visitors and photographers, capturing the incredible beauty of the sunrise, the vast moat, the detailed carvings, and the majestic towers. This is what you actually see when you visit. You aren't looking at it. If you want to see what it looked like 100 years ago, you can find amazing vintage photos from the 1800s and early 1900s. Those archives show a different east side of Angkor, with giant tree roots strangling the stone walls as it was slowly being uncovered from the jungle overgrowth. Angkor Wat is the star, but it's just one part of the incredible Angkor Temple complex, which includes other must-see sites like Angkor Thom, the walled city, the enigmatic Barhon with its giant stone faces, and Ta Prohm, famously known as the Tomb Raider Temple, where nature and architecture are locked in a stunning embrace. The story of Angkor Wat is a story of faith, ambition, art, and resilience. It's a testament to the genius of the Khmer Empire and a place that continues to inspire awe and wonder in everyone who walks its ancient halls. But it's a journey back in time, a masterpiece of human creation that feels both monumental and deeply personal. Thanks so much for joining me on this tour of Angkor Wat. If you enjoyed this video, please give it a like, and don't forget to subscribe for more journeys to the world's most incredible places. See you next time.